What's going on, y'all? That's what we're doing today. Since it's raining and thunderstorming, we gonna do a little night time video. Where are the pliers? Well, anyway, I wanted to share something with y'all. So everybody knows your typical knots, right? Like Palomar, Trilene, Fisherman's knot, and all that stuff. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really don't know. I just use 17-pound stuff from Walmart. Okay, so I grew up trout fishing. I grew up catfishing. I grew up in southern Missouri, right? And then moved to Illinois, moved to Indiana, then North Carolina, then back to Illinois, and now I'm in Indiana again. But in all of that, I grew up doing a lot of trout fishing, okay? So we'll get us some bass hooks out here. We'll just use these little 2-aughts, right? Use those. And then to get a better idea, I don't know if anybody's ever used actual trout hooks, but anyway, they're like size 8, size 10 egg hooks, salmon egg hooks, and they're a little bitty, man. I mean, baby hooks. Some of y'all probably never even seen them or had to use them. But bottom line, so I use these little drop shot hooks to simulate them anyway. Your trout hooks, so these are little 2-aught drop shot hook, right? Your trout hooks are literally, I mean, dude, they're maybe small as your pinky nail. For those of you that ain't never seen them. But, oh, perfect, got some scissors off the counter. But, anyway, excuse me. Everybody knows Palomar knot, right? For those of you that don't, we'll go ahead and tie one real quick. It's like an all-purpose knot, okay? You can use it for any hook, any setup. It's my favorite knot now. Now that I primarily bass fish, but I do use it on every other application. So we got 17-pound test here. Now your Palomar knot, we'll get us a little 2-aught worm hook. Palomar knot, about the simplest knot. Oh, stabbed my finger. About the simplest knot that I've seen in a long time. What you'll do is, now I know a lot of guys will say, oh, bend your hook, then put it through the eye. Yeah, that's nice and dandy, but for guys like me that don't got a lot of dexterity, I guess, don't got very good eyesight, you're gonna feed it through, right? Just like so. I flip my hook around. So now my main line came through this way, flip it, run it back through your eye, okay? All you wanna do is make you a loop like so, okay? Get your loop. Do just a simple overhand, so pinch it. Simple overhand knot, okay? And in doing so, now you got something that looks like this. If the camera will cooperate. You got something that looks like that, right? I'll wet that, cinch that down just a little bit. Sorry, my fingers are in the way. And then I'll run that back, wrap that loop around the hook, or whatever bait I'm using, spinner bait, chatterbait, swim jig, whatever. And then start to cinch that down, wet it one more time, and pull. I'll pull both my tag in and my live in till sometimes on the 17 pound. That's fresh line. It won't want to. You want that loop to stay above your eye, the eye of your hook. So cinch that down. I'll take my tag in, grab it with my teeth and pull from both ends. Pull both ends, put the tag in, boom, there you go. And that little bitty piece of tag in right there, I don't know if you guys can see it or not. That little bitty piece of tag in. Some people probably think or say that you can get hung up or get stuff caught on it. Sure you can. You can actually take this tag in and cut it, I mean way down there. You can cut that tag in super short. And now this hook here, it ain't gonna slip. It ain't, your line will bust before that slips. Now mind you, the 17 pound test, right? Remember that little drop shot hook? Ain't much bigger than one of them trout hooks I was telling y'all about. One of them little egg hooks, little salmon egg hooks. Now, drop shot hook, you're tying it up above your sinker because you want that sinker down on the bottom. You want your bait suspended above your grass or your rocks or whatever. Now, this is a knot my grandfather taught me. No idea what it's called. Just little bonus content, I guess. Same as your Palomar. Okay. Passing it through. I've always used a little bit more line so it's easier to keep hold of. You're running that through, and then we're running it back through the eye. Eye's bad. Now this is the important part. Okay, so you got your live in, and then you got your tag in. Take the live in, which is going towards your reel, pass that back onto the other side. So now you got 3 on one side, and then this is connected to your tag in. This is your tag in. If you pull on that, you'll lose your line. Now, hook towards the tag side. Okay. I'll let go of that, but just re-grab it. And what you do, take your hook, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you got something that looks like this. Remember, tag in, live in, this is your tag loop. And this may be called fisherman's knot, I don't know. But starts to pull it a little bit, it starts to cinch up. Give it a little bit of moisture so it don't burn. And you just keep on pulling it. Maybe use your fingernails to help it down a little bit. Make sure everything collects at the top above the hook. Grab your tag in with your teeth. Pull them both tight. Now, with this one, like I said, using very small line, I mean like 2 to 4 pound test. Snap your tag, 2 4-pound test. The 17-pound stuff doesn't really like to cooperate with it. I got some 12-pound in there, but that's about the smallest I got right now. Honestly, our braided probably would have done a little bit better. But, oh, I'm bleeding. Don't play with hooks, kids. Anyway, so, like I said, 17-pound test. That's why that knot doesn't really work too well with this. Doesn't have a lot of slip in it. Okay. Use my hat to refocus, I guess. Anyway, doesn't have a lot of slip. Won't pull through as much, but you getting in there on them, like I said, you're getting in on them heavier lines. You maybe only need a couple wraps instead of about 6. I did 6. It's probably too much. It's definitely a smaller line knot. I have no idea what it's called. You guys may know. If you do, go ahead. But as you can see, that smaller, that heavier line just wants to come undone. And as that hook gets to pulled on, come right out. Definitely not a heavy line deal going on there. Let's see if that 12-pound test actually works a little better. I know for a fact it works a lot better with 4 and 6-pound test. So we got some Seaguar 12 here. Or excuse me, no, that's 15. Never mind. I thought I had some 12. Ah, there it is. Here's our 12-pound floral. Did I just... Man, I meant to put that on the fishing reel, and I just never did, I guess. Yeah, whatever. So, let's use this 12-pound test. Stuff's a lot more thin. Stuff's a lot thinner. Well, you guys can see. So we got our 17 and our 12. I mean, there's a lot of difference there, y'all. Just 5 pounds. So, we'll try it with the 12-pound test. And like I said, guys, I think it'll work a lot better with the 12. But, like I said, my grandfather, my dad, everybody used this knot as long as I can remember. Mainly trout fishing. Trout fishing, panfish, you know, it's not going to be a real heavy fish. They're going to fight hard, but so they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're all going through the loop with them twisting on the hook now. So again, like I said, it's a little bit of a... Hey, kitty. My cat's playing with the fishing line. Give that a little bit of moisture. Pull it down, cinch it down. Yeah, that 12 works a lot better. A thinner line, man, works a lot better with this knot. I had to find out the hard way that this knot is not good. not good. This knot is not favorable for heavier line. This knot is not favorable for heavier line, but it does work amazing with smaller line. I guess it has to do with that, I don't know, the diameter or something. Anyway, pull that tight, it usually stays pretty solid. But like I said, there's a look of the knot right there. I don't know, it's not focusing in very well. Camera's not focusing. Am I still bleeding? Yeah, I am. Did I grab? Oh. Whoops. Sorry, y'all. Anyway. Yeah, that's just something I wanted to share with y'all today. A little knot my grandpa showed me for smaller fish, smaller applications. And then our Palomar, which everybody knows Palomar. And I mean, dude, you can tie this up. The Palomar's, I don't know why anybody even uses a different knot at all when it comes to fishing. Unless you're fishing smaller stuff, I guess. I mean, did you... Shoot, what do we want? Okay, look at this. We got us a 7-inch Berkley swim bait. Here, I mean, that's a Palomar on there right now. I mean, and it's the quickest. Dude, I don't know why. It's the quickest knot to tie, too. I mean, there's a lot going on with this bait. You got treble hook in the way. You know, you can't pass the bait through a bunch of stuff. Big ol' eye on it. Coming through. Getting some more material. Tie us overhand. Oh. Tie us overhand. Try not to drop it the second time. Give that a little bit of moisture so it don't burn. Grab your bait. Pass through your loop. And you bring it to the top. Oh. Look at me. There I go messing it up. Of course I would. Trying to show y'all. There we go. Okay. Let that down again. Oh. It's not wanting to pull. Well, what did I do there? Anyway. Sometimes I guess pulling it on that double's hard. So pull your main line. Grab your tag line. Both tight. Clip the tag in. Boom, there you go. I made that look a lot harder than it is, I promise. But that ain't gonna slip. That knot will not slip. Your line, 1000% will break almost 90% of the time before your tag line ever slips. So keep that in mind. Excuse me, not your tag line, before your knot ever slips. So keeping that in mind, I mean, Palomar, hands down, the best knot. I would like to have somebody argue it with me or debate with me about which knot is the strongest. Because if you can find one stronger, I will 1000% test it and use it. But until that day comes, rocking a Palomar, y'all. We rocking a Palomar. I'm not doing another knot. I won't even use my grandfather's knot, which is crazy. He's the best fisherman I ever knew. Multiple lunker trout, multiple, I mean, bass, catfish, everything. That's the knot he grew up on. That's the knot he used was this one. Again, no idea what it's called. I wish I could give you guys a better backdrop. Here, maybe this will help. Somewhere around in there, right? Again, no idea what it's called. It's not a trilene. It's not, I don't know. It's none of them. Like I said, fisherman's knot. I still to this day do not know what it's called. But it's caught me a lot of fish in the Current River. It's caught me a lot of fish, trout fish in North Carolina. It is a good knot. But when it comes to bass fishing, I mean, bass are biting harder. They're heavier. Maybe not. I don't know. They might not be as strong. I guess depends on the fish, but there's your knot video today, kids. Go fish.